insect house. After this, Wilson House had done the experiment in under different conditions, and he said that green parts of the plant, what are the green parts of the plants that are leaves, are able to make the air pure only in the presence of sunlight. So he did experiment and he gave this conclusion. After Wilson House, many scientists got excitement and they got interest to know what these plants will do using sunlight, air and water. So what this plants will do, they do a process called as photosynthesis. So let us see what is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process of preparing food. So photosynthesis will be carried out by the plants. Green parts of plants use air. Green parts of plants use air, water and sunlight. Green parts of plants use air, water and sunlight to produce their food material. Food material can be glucose, starch and other materials. The process of preparing own food is called as photosynthesis. Plants can perform this photosynthesis. Plants which can perform photosynthesis are called as autotrophs. Plants which can perform this photosynthesis are called as autotrophs. So what is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is the process of preparing their own food by using air, water and sunlight. Now let us see how this photosynthesis will be carried out and how these different things are required for performing photosynthesis. So I have mentioned here 3 things, but only 3 things are not enough to perform photosynthesis. There is one more material required for the photosynthesis, is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a green color pigment present in the leaves of the plant. We have seen the leaves of the plants are green in color. Maximum the leaves of the plants are green in color. That is because of the presence of pigment called as chlorophyll. Like our blood is red in color because of the pigment hemoglobin. In the same way, green color of leaf is because of chlorophyll. So there are 4 things required for the photosynthesis. I can say 4 major things required to perform photosynthesis. What are those? Air, water, chlorophyll and sunlight. So from air, they don't take hold. We have learned the point from public school, that means from our primary classes, that carbon dioxide is inhaled by the plants and oxygen is exhaled by the plants. That means plants will take carbon dioxide and leaves oxygen. What we will do? We need oxygen. We take oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. So the carbon dioxide which we are giving out will be taken by the plant. So now let us learn one by one how these plants are able to get this all different materials to perform photosynthesis. So from where do they get this air? Air is obtained from the atmosphere. Plants will take or absorb the air from the atmosphere. Actually the work, that means to get the carbon dioxide, to obtain the carbon dioxide, that work is done by the leaves. Leaves of the plants are responsible for the gaining of carbon dioxide. Why? Because in leaves tiny holes are present. Those tiny holes are called as stomata. There are tiny holes, they are very minute holes present in the leaves. These are very minute that you can see this only with the help of microscope. Without microscope we can't see what are these materials. So these are called as stomata. Leaf exchange gases from the air with the help of stomata. Stomata are very minute, they can be seen only under the microscope. So as these are very minute holes, what this stomata will do? Stomata will take the carbon dioxide from the air and leaves out the oxygen in the process of photosynthesis. getting from the atmosphere. That means carbon dioxide is obtained from the atmosphere. In the same way, water is also obtained from atmosphere itself. How means that is when we are pouring the water. That means you water the plant. Where do you water the plant? For example, if it is a plant, I am drawing a sketch of it. For example, if it is a plant, it has branches, leaves and all. Where do you water the plant? You water the plant in the roots. So what these roots will do? Roots will absorb the water from the soil. Where soil is present, root will absorb the water from the soil. And that absorbed water will be sent to the entire body of the plant. So through stem will carry all the water and it will lead to the leaves. So absorption of water will take place through the roots. So water is obtained from the roots, which the water we are watering the plant, that will be absorbed by the roots and given to the leaves. And carbon dioxide is obtained from the air, okay, which with the help of this stomata, minute holes present in the leaf called as stomata. Here we will observe that farmers after sprinkling urea or after sprinkling any chemical fertilizer, what they will do? They will irrigate the field. They will irrigate the field. What is irrigate? Means watering the crops. See here, if one plant or two plants are there, we will say watering the plants. But in crop field, you will observe many plants will be there, numerous plants will be there. One by one you can't do, right? So it is called as it is connected, all the pipes are connected and all that. Irrigation will take place. There is a system, that is irrigation system. So I am using the word irrigate here. So farmers will irrigate their field after spraying chemical fertilizer or urea. Can you say why? Because where they will sprinkle on the soil. So as if water the plant, what will happen? Water will absorb. This urea will be in the soil. So water will absorb, soil will absorb the water, okay, along with urea. So from the soil, again these roots will take the water containing urea, and that water will be going to the entire plant. So what happens? The plant will be getting the fertilizer and it will grow healthy. Usually urea is given to the plant and the leaves of the plant will change into yellow color. That means when the plant is going to die. So when we give urea, this process will take place and this yellow colored leaves will change again into green colored leaves. This is the use of roots. Roots will absorb the water and minerals from the soil. And the other one is a stem which will transfer the water and food materials to entire plant. About this you have learned in the 6th class. Now sunlight, it is present in the daytime, right? So sunlight is taken, absorbed by this, and then chlorophyll is a pigment present in the leaf itself. So photosynthesis, I will write an equation of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis, let me write here CO2 plus H2O. I am writing big here that you can see, and if it is not sufficient, I will write down. So carbon dioxide is obtained from the air and water is taken by the roots will absorb the water, and in the presence of sunlight, this reaction will take place in the presence of sunlight. Now whatever photosynthesis I said in the form of theory, now I am going to represent in the form of chemical equation. It is called as chemical equation. In the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. If any one of this is missing, photosynthesis will not take place properly. Okay. So carbon dioxide, water, sunlight and chlorophyll. So what is the process of photosynthesis? Green parts of plants use carbon dioxide, water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll produce glucose or starch or any other food material is called as photosynthesis. So along with the production of food, the plants will also produce oxygen and water. Excess of water will be removed by the plant body. Excess of water will be removed by the plant body. So 6 carbon dioxide plus 12 water molecule molecules will combine together to form glucose. This glucose, this is oxygen, 6CO2 means oxygen and H2O means water. This is to transpiration, this is to respiration, this is stored in the form of food in the leaves or fruits. This is how photosynthesis will take place. Now, next what we have discussed, what happens if light is absent. Let us find out and do an experiment to know what happens if light is absent. So we have discussed about photosynthesis. So you learn the definition of photosynthesis. First of all, you have to write date and write question. Define photosynthesis. That means definition you have to write. It is green parts of plant. That is what I have said in the video, that we have to write define photosynthesis and write chemical equation of photosynthesis. Right? Chemical equation of photosynthesis. I gave what is the chemical equation in the video itself when I explained the definition and as well as I gave chemical equation. So write photosynthesis definition then chemical equation definition one time in your class 4 and as well as learn what things are required for performing photosynthesis.